The Avengers go west once again, but these ain't your daddy's wackos. A bold new era begins for the mightiest heroes to ever live on the Pacific Coast. These are the brand new West Coast Avengers, and you better hope they can figure out how to save the world, and fast, because big things are headed for their part of the planet. The West Coast Avengers are back, and you're gonna love what comes next. Hey, Pistol Danger here, and I'm here to talk about West Coast Avengers. A revisit of probably one of my favorite books of 2019. Technically the third volume in the West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers runs from August 2018 to April 2019. It runs for only 10 issues and is available in 2 paperbacks. Written by Kelly Thompson, with art done by Stefano Caselli. I mean, who do you call when land sharks attack? Fucking land sharks! Sure, maybe in the sea, you can get away. Maybe on the land, you can get to the sea. But land sharks? How has this not been a sci-fi original movie? Quite frankly, it's beyond me. But you know who you call? The West Coast Avengers. Hawkeye. Yes, there's 2 of them. No, it's not weird. You're making it weird. From here on, we'll call them Kate and Hawkeye. I love these wacky books. Unfortunately, a lot of my books that I really love, like Next Wave, Power Man and Iron Fist, West Coast Avengers, they all get canceled, unfortunately, before they can get to 20 issues. And it breaks my heart. But it means I've got a complete collection, and hopefully the writer will get out everything they want to and more in these books. And West Coast Avengers feels like it had so much more room. Between the leadership issues with Kate Bishop and Clint Barton, the romance that buds between Gwenpool and Quentin Quire, this book has so much room for potential, it blows my mind they canceled it. But it's there, and in 10 issues, it's everything you could ask for and more. These heroes have to come together, and they have to fight giant tigresses, Brodok, yes, I said Brodok, and just in case you're wondering, biorobotic organism designed overwhelmingly for kissing. Yeah! Once the team kind of settles in, you find out that Madame Mask has assembled a league of villains, to really mess with the West Coast Avengers. And kind of that's where the book ends. And that's so heartbreaking. There's so much for them to do. And it just doesn't happen. But I don't want to be negative, because I want to talk about some of the positive things. I've mentioned a few, like the leadership issues between Hawkeyes, the romance between Gwen and Quire, but also Kate's relationship to her boyfriend Fuse, who's a new superhero, his relationship with his sister, her relationship with America Chavez. Like, all of these threads are terrific, and they all intertwine so well in 10 issues. And I just can't recommend it enough for you out there, listeners, tubers, whatever. Go to your local comic store and ask that they order these paperbacks so that Marvel knows West Coast Avengers makes them money. Because this should be a movie, it should be an animated series, it should be a live action series. Guys, really, just go, order the book, have your comic shop order it, however you do it. Let Marvel know Kelly Thompson's West Coast Avengers is definitely worth a discovery, and if you already have it, a revisit. I don't know if you can tell when I'm excited or not, but let me give you a hint. I'll ramble, there'll be a lot of weird cuts and edits, and I'm sorry to our producers and our editors and everyone else between that, because when I love something like I love Next Wave, Power Man and Iron Fist, West Coast Avengers, it's hard because my brain rambles and I just want to tell you everything about them. I want to tell you how amazing they are and how they deserve your support. If this isn't enough and you want to hear me geek out about other things, check out our podcast. There's going to be a link in the description below. I guarantee you, just like this beautiful book on my shoulder, it's worth your time.
Well, folks, that's our show. We hope you liked it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the My Big Fat Pull List YouTube channel so you don't miss another episode of one of our shows.
And don't forget,
we have a podcast. Make sure you head on over and search out My Big Fat Pull List podcast on any one of your podcast listening platforms.
And help us keep the lights on by heading on over to www.patreon.com/My Big Fat Pull List. And you'll know that you can get any one of these amazing shirts right there.
Also, hit us up on all of our social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.